done one, so.
AIDS. All right. Recording. Retarded. That's the first way. We're opening up with that.
Welcome to Drive Time on WETR. This is Frankie and the Retard. Retarded. All the songs are played at 75% speed.
So he can keep up. Keep up. The WETR weather.
Sweet Caroline.
Burr.
Oh,
Da, da, da. Oh, no.
All right, now you can't complain about anything else we say.
No, if we're getting canceled, it's for that.
Started with that.
And nothing else.
Anyway.
Sorry, we had to cut that out for you folks.
Seamless edit, though. Well done.
Yeah, really good. Yeah, WETR spells wetter. So if the name...
I should have been WRET, but, you know. I'm retarded, so.
WRET? Ret?
It's the first three letters. I'm sorry, there's not enough call letters in traditional
W
radio
doesn't. Does W have to be there?
Yep. West of the Mississippi, it's W, and east of the Mississippi, it's W, and west, it's K.
Huh.
Which is why we have like WGN or
WKUK, baby.
WKUK, which is WCUK, or WTMX or whatever. But then it's like K whatever in LA and Seattle.
Ooh, your KS stupid fucking radio stations.
Get three West Coast radio stations in a room, suddenly you've got a Klan meeting. Bet you feel stupid now. We've just got the World Wide Web, which is better than the Klan. Maybe.
I would like to... I'll officially make that the stance of our podcast.
The internet is better than the
Klan. Yeah.
I don't know. In terms of impact on humanity, the Klan might not be as bad as the internet. It remains to be seen.
How many deaths has the internet caused? How many? Well, we just said retard because repeatedly.
And you heard it over the internet.
And you liked it.
So.
Unless you're those two black girls who came to our show, then you really didn't like it.
Why are you listening? What's wrong with you?
Brennan asked them, and they were like, "You're labeled as a very political show. We like politics." I'm like,
I remember them saying that, and then they left. Do you think we went too long on the animal fucking bits? Shit.
There is no such thing. Those are our best bits. I will never cut them.
They're my favorite, at least.
Anything related to an animal.
Well, the ones I think are my favorite, but if we go back, I'd probably talk about 9/11 more.
The dog made a smoke bomb. It didn't make a smoke bomb. It bought a smoke bomb.
With what money?
That's still impressive.
Unless you give your dog an allowance, sir.
And then how does it know how to exchange goods for services? Also, they're not legal in this state. You have to get across state lines or get somebody else across.
The dog was actually just swindled by a traveling salesman. Like the shady guy in video games who walks along as a nomad on the road and you can buy poison and lockpick from him.
Yeah.
One of those swindled a dog. Which means that he just stole money from the dog but left the dog a smoke bomb.
With the dog having a 20 in its mouth.
Listen, cops, you can't get mad at me. I gave the dog a smoke bomb when I took its money. How did the dog call 911? I imagine Sheba for everyone.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. She ate $100 bills at one point. That was pretty wild.
Really? That's expensive. That's an expensive way to feed your dog. Is it more or less expensive than the gourmet salmon you currently feed her?
We give her turkey.
I've seen the salmon.
Yeah, but mostly we give her turkey. We did give her salmon for a brief period. And then even Kylie was like, okay, this is ridiculous.
Turkey's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, turkey's comparable to chicken.
Might as well just like mix up ham and turkey and like feed that to your animals. They'll probably be fine.
Oh, they'll love it.
It's probably gonna be better than the sawdust and corn that's in like kibble and shit.
Yeah.
I've watched Beneful commercials. I'm on to you, Iams.
I just watched Goodfellas recently, and there's one scene where it was in The Sopranos, where Tony just gives a bite of his sandwich to a cat. And I'm like, what the fuck? That's so weird.
You gotta take a bit of meat out of the sandwich.
No,
and give it to a cat. You can't just give a cat a bite.
Pointed the sandwich in the direction of the cat,
and the cat
walked up, took a bite, and left chewing.
Okay, a cat wouldn't do that. Also, a cat would just lick at it.
It was not
would
CGI.
lick at it and ruin the whole sandwich.
It happened.
I know. I'm saying they had to train that cat.
That is
I'm saying
wild.
their resources went into that.
I just think it'd be funny if it takes a bite of the sandwich. Tony, you're setting back production 6 months. We're doing it.
I want to see.
This is the
this
last
cat eat a sandwich.
season.
Is this part of The Sopranos?
Mm-hmm.
No, this is like James Gandolfini.
Like your
Is
character?
this part of the show? No. I just want to see a cat eat a sandwich.
I have the power. I have HBO money.
And I'm using it to get a cat to
eat
eat a sandwich.
That's how I would spend my money as well.
I mean, yeah. Now that I'm going to have a bunch of free time, maybe I'll just train a cat to eat sandwiches.
Nice. Did I tell you about the cat experience we had here?
No.
So I was getting ready to go.
Your dog kill a cat?
No, my dog ate a cat like a sandwich,
Oh.
holding it up with her little paws. This is adorable.
Oh, that's very cute. It's too bad the cat was alive.
Oh yeah, she started ass first.
She doesn't eat if it's not bleeding.
She's a jerk. When it stopped moving, she stopped eating it. Like that kind of a bad person. Started with the feet, went up like a paper shredder.
She's actually eating its fear. And it's just easier to swallow than to spit out the chunk she bites.
Yeah.
Anyway, what actually happened to a cat so we can cleanse palates of
So
an alive
we were
cat?
getting ready to walk Chiba, and I turn and look at the glass door, and there was a cat with one paw up against the glass door, just staring me dead in the eyes. And I look back at the cat, and he's like, "Please let me in." And I
I
was
think it's
like,
pretty clear what I want here.
"Yeah."
Kind of being an asshole at this point.
I was like, "Absolutely," and then Chiba was like, "Absolutely not," because she finally noticed the cat and went insane. And then the cat was like, "All right, dude, I thought this was a chill place. I'm gonna go."
It's clear I'm not welcome.
Yeah, really. And then just slipped under our back fence. And we have not seen the cat since, but me and Kylie are like, should we start leaving cat food out? That feels like our cat now.
That if you start leaving cat food out, it will be your cat. I like that the cat left like a guy that's doing harder drugs than everyone else at the party. Like, I thought this was a cooler joint than it was. I guess not, but I'll go. I won't be shitty about it.
I'm not going to stop doing heroin, and you guys aren't going to be cool about heroin
So I'll go under a bridge
Yeah.
and write Californication.
What else would you... Well,
And under the bridge.
there's a song.
Those are Red Hot Chili Pepper songs.
That's great.
At
I
least
forgot that they were homeless.
One of them.
Like-
I think Anthony Kiedis just did a lot of heroin. Were they homeless?
No, but, I mean, an up-and-coming band that does a bunch of heroin does not sound like a great business model. Just throwing that out there.
And yet, The Dirt exists.
Yeah. You
Well,
know
only
what?
one of them did a lot of heroin.
I feel like but he didn't get like really into heroin until he could really afford it.
Until he could...
Yeah, Anthony Kiedis started way too early. I mean, that's my big complaint about the Chili Peppers is that
They should be doing
started
heroin now.
Yeah, exactly. They should really.
The Getaway might have been a better album had you been doing heroin now, Anthony.
I mean, that music video where there was just girls skateboarding was the music video. Great music video. Fucking, I guarantee they were on heroin when they did that because I love that music video. There's no substance at all, but for some reason I just love that fucking video.
I mean, it's very much Red Hot Chili Pepper style, which it's just sort of a milieu of stuff that they like, which is girls and skateboarding, or California, or fucking, or heroin.
Or Flea being shirtless.
Right.
Surprisingly,
Or Anthony Kiedis.
Flea does the least drugs out of the band. That's what's shocking.
Because Flea doesn't need drugs. He's got Flea.
He is drugs. Flea is drugs. That's another good shirt. God damn it.
Flea is, and it's a joint with a literal flea peeking out of it, and no one knows it's a Red Hot Chili Peppers thing. I guess we'll put an asterisk on the back.
We should start selling mixtapes at our live shows.
Of just songs we like?
No, of our podcast. So they can listen to a CD of the podcast on the way home.
What is that? One podcast per CD, probably. We're going to have to get big CDs to fit them, too.
Yeah. Well, how much... Yeah, that'd be... Whew. Unless
It
we
has
just
to be-
compress the shit out of it.
And we're not...
So it's just...
Yeah, it's like fucking...
4 hours of garbage.
It's like when they tried to put voices on, like, a Famicom thing, too early. They couldn't do it. And by the way, it's not going to be CDRWs, it's going to be CDRs. We're not letting you use the CD for anything else. This is like buying a Dixie Chicks CD from Walmart. I assume that's what are still at Walmart, are Dixie Chicks CDs.
And M&M censored. I accidentally bought a $5 M&M CD from Walmart once, And it was
Why would they censor it on the CD?
They censor everything.
That's where you don't have
because
to.
Walmart won't sell it if it's not clean. Walmart, seriously.
What now?
They won't sell anything.
Do they sell any CDs?
Yeah.
No. Do they?
To people
they
who
offer CDs. Do they sell any CDs?
No, yes, to people who don't know, like me, who I bought it.
It's an entire racket.
I'd listened to an Eminem album without any swears in it, and I was like, this is unlistenable. Because they literally just cut
And what's left?
Nothing. It's literally a fucking beginning of song. End of song. It's fucking wild. I think one of the songs, like they leave the timing in there, so none of the songs lost like any time on them. But I think one song lost a full minute, where it's just like, I can't listen. This is a great song. I can't listen to it.
It's just, but Walmart probably doesn't do that because some poor lumpen fool from Oklahoma is like, I can't conscience that. I can't conscience them having swear words in the music. These are the people that think that I'd never listen to the government. I'm a free spirit. I don't like the mean words that Eminem has said, and I will boycott the biggest business in the world if they don't.
No, Walmart does it just because that's what Sam Walton believes. So they were just like, okay.
Oh, well, then a slightly more woke opinion is my new one, which is that, God, it sucks that anyone owns Walmart.
Yeah, Rolfie May has a bunch of bits about it, just bitching about it. He's like, yeah, they won't sell some. Like, they'll only sell like about half of my CDs because I do like a clean CD, then I do a dirty CD, and half of my stuff goes on Comedy Central, goes on everything, and then the other half of it just kind of falls into Spotify. And I'm like, damn, what the fuck, the world? Because it's not just them. Like Comedy Central won't air it if it needs too much censoring, they won't air it. So you won't be able to go on Comedy Central.
But Comedy Central is TV.
Dying.
I get that, and dying because we don't. What do you need it for anymore?
Yeah, no. Netflix exists.
Comedy Central really was feeling like, we get you comedy and things that other networks aren't interested in, and now I have YouTube and Netflix, and sorry, guys.
I cannot wait until the Save Our Station thing starts coming up
from on Comedy Central.
On Comedy Central, on everything that.
I mean, on all of them. It's just gonna be
all of them. All of the ones that are like, we've been in business for thousands of years, giving you laughter. And
yeah. It's
call in to say, no, you're dead. Get the fuck. You could be a production company that sells your shit to Netflix. Just do that. You dumb bitch.
That's the answer. It's not like an indie. They're going to all be like, save, Comedy Central. It's weird and, off the wall stuff. You won't see it on other channels.
You absolutely will.
It's like, or I'll see other stuff elsewhere. I don't need you, Comedy Central.
Exactly.
You're not Adult Swim. Adult Swim, it'll be sad when that dies. But they have a TikTok, so it's fine.
And it'll move to HBO's already starting to buy it. HBO bought the licensing rights for like 100 fucking Adult Swim shows, and then now they're just up on HBO. So literally, Adult Swim has the foot in the door to be like, "Hey, Cartoon Network kind of gone. What are you doing, HBO?" It literally sending a "you up" text to HBO.
And HBO was like, "Yes,
yes, I am.
You send?
I'm very up. Send nudes to prove you're serious." And then
they probably just sent one of those bits where Eric Andre was naked.
Yeah, and then they're like, "All right, you're in."
It's because Adult Swim was like, Adult Swim was an idea, a philosophy, if you will, instead of a channel.
It'll be fine, and it's always been adaptable. Because they've never... Adult Swim's not fucking stupid. They gave Rick and Morty a platform. They gave platforms to a bunch of places that like wouldn't have had one otherwise. And because they're like, oh, we try shit out here. We're not... we got to keep up with the times here. Because they started in like the 80s or something like Adult Swim.
I think it's got to be the 90s,
90s,
right?
yeah.
It's got to be the 90s.
It's got to be the 90s.
Well, yeah, but I think that was like the first time a lot of Americans saw anime, but like cool, not like kids anime, like the ones where there's demons that kill each other.
Yeah, and then they've stayed up to date since then. They didn't pull a True TV and only have Impractical Jokers and nothing else ever, which is just a garbage business model.
Hold on, March Madness for some fucking reason.
Oh God, thank God they got March Madness. So fucking dumb.
It's not an interesting discussion, but it's one I need to have at some point. Why do the channels that have March Madness, why is it them?
TBS
and TNT and True TV.
No sports channels have March Madness.
I'm deeply troubled.
So you have to have a basic cable package to watch March Madness.
I guess.
So some assholes are like, I don't fucking want this, but okay, yeah.
Well, or you could get a job at the sports.
And then just log into your company email every time you want to watch it. Which is a garbage way to watch it. Because I can't put it there. Oh, the big TV.
Well, you just get a longer HDMI.
No, it's plugged in. It just doesn't work. Because it's too big for the...
Oh, that's right. It doesn't work with that. Well...
Yeah. Which blows.
That's
maybe if
bad.
Because I've only ever tried it when it's on all 3 monitors. Maybe if I
just
only
do the one
put
monitor,
it on that monitor. Maybe that'll work. Well, give it a shot.
All right, next we've got a call in from Jeff in Tulsa, and he wants to know how can he hook up a stereo system so that he can still use the TV controller while the stereo's on. Because, I quote, he likes to party.
Well, see, what you're going to need to do, Jeff, is just get a switcher box. Real easy.
Actually, Jeff, what you want to do is you want to take that speaker wire, you want to tie... Like, you want to get a loop in it, and it's called a bite, and then you want to wrap it around, and then wrap around and around and around.
So the rabbit goes around the tree about 8 times.
Right, and then you go back up to the top, and you put it down through, basically, the tree.
Yeah, rabbit goes through the hole.
Right. And then you're
going to want to put that around your neck.
Around the neck of a man and a horse. And then now we're doing Blazing Saddles, and we've seamlessly bridged from Talladega Nights to Blazing Saddles. So it's done, ladies and gentlemen. This podcast is like what it's like to be high sometimes, I think. With the rapidity with which I go from being very focused on one subject to talking about Blazing Saddles. That's
not Blazing Saddles.
It was close.
I jerk off with this hand.
There you go.
There we did it. This is my whacking hand.
Where the...
Oh, Blazing Saddles porn is what we're doing right now.
Yeah, I'm very slowly working up to one. Where the hot women at? God damn it! This is not great.
Blazing hot asses.
Glazing Saddles. There you go. With cum.
Oh,
if it's not clear.
Nice. Quick, save the black guys. Well, they don't say black guys in that one. They say the cart. Okay, so the 2 black guys in the cart are drowning in quicksand.
Okay, see, even I need this to be contextualized.
They say, quick, save the cart. And then they pull the cart out and leave the black guys to drown in quicksand.
Right, but if Blazing Saddles were a production of Blacked.com.
Was it, or any porn, then they're like, quick, save the stars of this movie. That was a lot. What do you want to do?
Dare we...
Play chess? Screw.
Little shit fucked me in the ass. So I went to the nearest whorehouse, crawled in a pussy, and I've been inside ever since.
Just like, this is my whacking hand.
Yeah, but I jerk with this hand. It's Gives Hedley Lamar, I guess.
I haven't seen it in a while.
Harvey Horman, actor Harvey Horman of the Carol Get Laid show. God damn, I'm sleepy.
Now you're doing the French mistake.
I am doing the fucking French. That's what I am.
It's still there.
Get them, girls.
But it's actually girls.
Yeah, I mean just the French mistake scene. I guess.
Yeah,
that is Blazing Saddles.
Don't change it.
With Sub DeLuise.
Or actually, the Blazing Saddles porn parody starts at the French mistake scene, and
it stays there for a good 2 hours.
Oh yeah,
until they get it right.
They do get him. Get him, girls, and then they get him, and off, in, around, and over.
They jerk off Harvey Korman.
Yeah,
with top hats.
And this was his shooting hand. It's steady now because he is out of cum. The reason it shakes so much is because he's full of cum.
Gene Wilder couldn't jerk off for 3 days before he shot that scene.
Otherwise, he wouldn't shake that much.
Someone's got to go back and get a shitload of dimes. Like 10 out of 10 ladies.
Yeah, I haven't seen that movie in a minute.
We'll shuck them off at the pass. I hate that cliche. I watched it the other day.
What's the planning part? There was a good scene in, like, they were doing a map room thing.
Is there a map?
God damn.
I don't remember a map.
The governor, when the governor first gets introduced, or the mayor of the town, or whatever the fuck his name is.
He's the governor.
Yeah. He first
played by Mel Brooks, right?
Yeah, but when he first gets introduced, they do Do you want to play chess? Screw. And then there's another really good fucking joke in there that I cannot remember for the life of me.
Okay, there's your two different scenes.
Okay, well then that's why I can't remember the other one, because my starting point is already fucked.
Because you've really melded this movie into just sort of one
I saw it
bunch.
15 years ago was the last time I've seen it.
Oh, you gotta see it again.
It's astonishing. Oh
Stoned.
yeah, no, it's on the list. I just stoned. I won't remember a thing. I smoke roofies now, by the way.
That's not the correct way to do that.
Shut up.
Yeah, wow, you saying shut up and then dragging off a
Smoking
vape
a roofie.
That's
is
about
what
the
I'm doing
most
right
15-year-old thing I've ever seen.
Who are you?
Shut the fuck up,
Well,
Mom. I'm hitting my jewel.
Why does this microphone smell like vape juice?
I guess they really did roofie you because you chucked some fat cotton right onto that mic. I'm tired again today.
I don't know what
my vibes are real fragile. I think I've gotten too mentally healthy.
Well, no, it's just because you're at the final stretch of work, which is always the hardest, even if you don't have that much work.
Oh, yeah,
when you know the season's about to end.
It's pretty bad, man. I got nothing. I got empty fucking tank.
Yeah, really. When you just need to get through this week, that's the hardest fucking week.
It is just this week. Oh God. And
It's Tuesday. You got 6 days, man. You're literally
it's Tuesday.
They're at Q of the ABC countdown at the end of your senior year, and you're just like, I don't fucking.
And
I
I'm
don't know
so
how I'm gonna make
fucking.
it, man. The end of my senior year, I had 4 classes, and I was literally just like,
Did they do ABC countdown which is, by the way, a memory that you have torn from the roots of my brain almost painfully? Did they do that
everywhere.
senior year for you?
They're every year.
Really?
Every year to summer countdown.
I don't think I did it.
The seniors got a
school.
special one though. So freshmen, sophomore, juniors always did the same one, and then you could tell somebody was a senior because they did like a slightly cooler one. They just gave them better letter stuff. And I think ours ended earlier as well because seniors could 90% of the time seniors they knew seniors weren't going to stick around till juniors and the rest of them were done, so they're like, well,
you can just go.
Kick them out of here. Yeah. And I had 4 fucking classes. 2 of them were blow-off classes. 2 of them I had to kind of pay attention in. And I was literally I got to school at 8 and I left at 11.
And this was a problem for your friend who stole your car all the time.
Yeah, he hated it. But it was just fucking a nightmare for me to get myself into school for the last few weeks because I was just like, why?
Because you're done. Because you are done. You've done the thing.
Yeah, I did it. I would bargain with my teachers every day. I'm like, listen, I have this and another class, and then I go. Is there any way we can wrap this up a little quicker?
Please?
He's like, let me just take the last test now. I don't need the information. And all of them were like, fuck you, dude. Hang out for a second, you asshole.
Well, if I wasn't getting paid, I would be skipping class.
Yeah.
We had a difficult day on Sunday that really wrapped up the season, in a narrative sense. There's no need for an epilogue.
But here we are,
and yet
going to Amidala to get a little medal on the Wookiee.
Right,
R2D2 saying some funny lines.
And goes like, woo.
We're really,
which is a metaphor for me watching Purdue women's basketball win the NCAA championship in 1999.
We're really checking out the ghosts of Ewoks right now. We're past the ghosts of the good guys. We're on to just a mountain of Ewok ghosts.
They haven't moved. They're all still in the pile where they were chucked. But they are ghosts. You could walk through the pile and just get a little bit chilly.
Yeah. You actually get warmer because they're Ewoks. They're very furry.
But they're ghosts.
Yeah.
Not corpses. There is a pile of Ewok corpses just out of frame.
Adjacent.
It's just out of frame, and the cam op has to work really hard not to get them in shots, and he's pissed off about it.
Yeah.
This basically is like Ring was destroyed. Cool. Okay, Aragorn gets crowned king. We got to do that. Cool. Okay, Frodo sees his friends again. We got to see that one. Okay, they're fucking back at the bar they were at. All right. Oh, now they're on some boats. Okay, this is the boats. This is I got it. I know how this story goes.
Really dragging this one out. Yeah, no. Once the ring hits that lava, you got 10 minutes, and then we're out of here.
And I don't know.
That is, you're jumping the shark in a post-credit scene. That's what you're doing. Lord of the Rings actually has an after-credit scene. Nobody stuck around to watch it.
I can't I can't say whether it does or not, because as soon as I saw Fade to Black, I was like, fucking
Thank
done.
God.
Oh, my God.
Well, The Hobbit ends great, so just throwing it out. They have like a 15-minute
Yeah, the last sentence of that piece is very good, yes.
What?
The last written sentence of The Hobbit is very good.
What? Oh, you're talking about the book. You're not talking about the film.
Yeah. Balin and Gandalf come back, and they come hang out with Bilbo. And then Balin leaves to go die in the mines of Moria. And that's who the dead guy that they find.
Bad life, though. Why would he?
Well, he had a good. There's like The Hobbit, and then there's a bunch of intervening time, and then there's the last part of it where.
Also, why is The Hobbit just the Lord of the Rings again? Why is that? That fucks me up.
Well, because it's not. The book is not.
But the movie is.
Because the movie was just. Because that's what the movie was let's do Lord of the Rings again, because that made money.
But we need an excuse. Let's call it The Hobbit. And change fucking nothing.
Yeah, the book is pretty different.
Yeah, but you've seen both. You've seen Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit, right?
I think I've only seen the first movie and the first movie and a half, or the first half of the second movie of The Hobbit, because I vividly remember getting a bunch of my cousins together to watch the Hobbit movies, and in the middle of the second one we went, do we all agree this sucks and we should just watch Lord of the Rings? And we all went yes. And then we put on The Two Towers. And then after we were done watching the tapes of 9/11, we put on Fellowship of the Ring.
I was going to say you started with The Two Towers.
Well, yeah, we all know the story. And if they had questions, I knew the answers.
Well, do you want the answer in the book or the movie?
The movies and books go pretty similar. They took out like 2 parts in the books, I want to say.
Hobbit. How thick is that bitch, though?
The Hobbit?
Yeah.
Your mom?
Well, the Hobbit's thicker than Lord of the Rings, if I remember correctly.
Are we going to do this every week?
What?
The Hobbit, the book is way shorter.
Oh, it is?
The book is a third of the length of one of the Lord of the Rings books.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I don't know what they'd put in the movie. I mean, that goblin with a prosthetic arm is not in the books.
They literally just carbon copied. It's literally Lord of the Rings times 2.
I'm sure it is. I'm sure they made Thorin basically Aragorn.
Yeah.
And I know they put Legolas in it even though he's not in it.
Yep. Yeah, no. They just did it again.
I do like that they added the part where Thranduil, which is the name of the Elf King, rides a big moose. I like that. That was a good addition, Peter. Thank you.
I like the Goblin King because he just looks like that fat character we always do. What is his name?
I mean, Double D7 is...
Double D7. Diabetes 07. Diabetes.
Shaken but not stirred.
I like my milkshake shaken, not stirred.
Well, we don't stir milkshakes, James. So
no,
yeah.
We're not psychopaths.
No, don't you get it? That's because of the other guy, that's named James at this company. We're not a company. We're the British Secret Service. Okay, either way, the fucking HR is terrible. I am called a fatty every day, and they've never done anything about it.
By the way, I need a new car seat. I broke mine again.
We cannot actually make an Aston Martin that can support your weight.
My ejector seat does not work. I get stuck in the roof.
Q has developed 7 new types of pens that just deliver insulin automatically because you keep forgetting to.
It's literally, it's like an EpiPen for emergencies, but just you because you're dumb also. Fat and dumb.
He's engineered it so that, because Double D7 will forget. He's focused on Sundays or something. And he's also charmingly stupid, of course. So it's in his back pocket, and it's engineered to accidentally stick him at the right time that he needs his insulin.
And there's a really hot girl who works at the same agency who wanted to be named Double D7, and everybody else wanted her to be named Double D7, but Double D7 just keeps living through heart attack after heart attack. So her name is like she's like 0014 or whatever the fuck.
She's like 016. She's Agent 069.
Yeah.
And she's fucking tired of it.
Yeah, she's literally just like, I just get Double D7. You could just talking about the tits instead of everybody coming up to me and asking to 69. And
I'm offering a different bit, okay?
Yeah.
I'm not saying you have to stop doing the 69 bit.
And you could call the fat dude 69. 69, that's still good. That's still good.
It's actually not funny because the last time I performed that act, there was a fatality.
You did a 69 where you were on top, you fucking monster. You Goblin King bitch.
I was sent to kill the head of a Russian spy agency, and I did so by 69ing with me on top.
How did you get
I have been arrested for war crimes by even the Israelis.
How did you get into even her idea of fucking her?
I'm imagining it was that freaky chick that kept trying to kill James with her legs from Goldeneye.
I put massive amounts of LSD in her water. I roofied the shit out of her.
I guess this is just American James Bond.
Yeah, no.
And Americans do love to put drugs in people's stuff and be like, "What? See what they do now."
So you know how like they all have like the cool headquarters where the entrance is like for
a volcano.
The entrance is a volcano. No, not for the evil people. For the good guys. The entrance is like the front of a VCR store or the front of a suit store for the Kingsmen.
Yeah, or a laundromat in Archer, you know.
Yeah, his is the Heart Attack Grill in Las Vegas, and he eats there every day.
Where is Agent 007?
You know exactly.
We have been waiting for him. He got distracted upstairs. You know he got distracted upstairs.
They keep naming eating challenges after him.
He keeps winning them.
And he keeps beating them. He's like a stunt man. He jumped 14 cars yesterday. He's jumping 15 today.
I don't think it's fair that 007 gets to win those challenges, but he's got those adrenaline needles from Pulp Fiction in his Aston Martin, which is, I guess, a lifted monster truck?
Oh, yeah. His Aston Martin he sits in the back of a Ford 350.
You has to drive him places.
Double D6 has to drive him places.
Double D6 is just a guy. Just has an unfortunate agent number. She's like, I just wanted to topple democratically elected South American governments, and I've got to drive this fat ass everywhere.
Double D 1 through 5 are paramedics that just follow him around. It's like if he wasn't the best at killing female diplomats, then he would not be worth it.
We need you to kill Evo Morales, president of Bolivia. He's cool, so that's why America wants him dead. Little backstory. I don't want him dead, just so people know I'm still cool. And he's like, I won't do it. That would be gay. I will not 69 on top of
There
Evo
is
Morales.
no way he can get inside of you. There is no way you can get inside of him. It physically cannot be gay.
I have heard that it is only gay if the balls don't touch. My balls have never touched anything but the inside of my own roll since several years now. So I think that it is. I think I can do this for you guys. I have never pronounced an S sound without adding the H.
Promise not to tell 069. I'm still trying to bang her. Good luck.
Okay.
Sure. Whatever you say. You know she's immune to roofies, right?
I have dedicated myself to destroying my own company because they made people immune to roofies. That's right, Double D7 is also a date rapist.
Double D7 is also a Double D agent. But nobody else wanted me, so I work alone.
I just want to be a double agent so bad, but I'm stuck being a single agent.
Because nobody wants me. The overhead is just too much.
Fucking hate Valentine's Day because there's no other agencies that will take me.
I need a team of people to walk.
Not only is my heart enlarged, but it is broken.
They said if I get any fatter, I will no longer be able to fit in the back of the F-350 and will have to get a bulldozer to push me around.
I have commissioned an F-450.
They have built a super truck just for me.
I sat in the back of a
thousands of company hours building
and this is the CIA. This is doing this.
Yeah, it's not MI5 or whatever the fuck it is.
I think
MI6?
Bond works for MI6, doesn't he?
MI6.
There is also MI5. Mm-hmm. By the way, what are 1 through 4? They don't tell us.
I think that's just like Navy, Army, stuff like that.
No, because MI stands for military intelligence.
Oh, MI1. So, maybe they just keep getting blown up. They just keep getting gender revealed.
Reveal the gender of MI6. The funny thing about Bond movies is that I like them very much, but he's bad. he's probably if the British government's mad at you, you're probably doing something right.
Yeah, no.
Like refusing to fuck kids or something.
Yeah. No, I won't fuck a kid. Get him.
Get
Get him, James.
mate. You can't. I swear to fucking God, you're dishonoring the Royals right now. you either fuck that kid, or I swear to fucking God.
I
don't know what fucking voice. You can tell my vibes are off. I have not done a single correct impression.
Double D7 was pretty good.
Double is working, but I'm getting a little bit of the scientist from when Brendan did the scientist video. That's creeping in.
The scientist was
If the scientists were fat. Okay,
well, every voice is just an amalgamation of other voices.
Every roast has its thorn.
Every roast has its thorn.
Yeah, have you ever seen those TikToks where people start in one voice and they're like, and then if you add, I can't do it because I'm not talented, but it like Frank Caliendo will start with like Trump, and he goes like, if you take the breathiness out of Trump, he becomes someone else. I forget.
I need
Google it, assholes.
I need to just start watching. I need to start literally training for impressions, because I use it in stand-up comedy, I use it in improv, I use it in podcasting, and I just never work at it. And I never put any effort into it. So I really need to start.
My personal trick is that I don't do impressions of people. I just do voices, and the voices are whatever the easiest form of it is for me to. Like, I do Southern guy, that's a guy. I use that to communicate that I am uneducated and rural. Now, this might not be how anybody really talks anywhere in the country, but you know what the fuck I'm talking about.
I am Channing Tatum in The Second Kingsman. That is what I am.
That's except how those people really are, which is alcoholic and they look it instead of being alcoholic and looking good.
My secret agent weapon is a shotgun and a jug of whiskey, and I'm not actually a secret agent.
I am just a man from Texas.
Drunk on moonshine.
Woo!
Yeehaw!
Welcome to The Statesman. You think that The Statesman began as a slave patrol? I'm kind of concerned they started as a slave patrol.
I mean, we're fighting the enemies of America, which, again, if you're an enemy of America, you're probably doing something good.
Must be doing something right.
Yeah, so
Baby,
they're
lock
like,
the door and turn the car battery on.
They are single-handedly lock the door, lock the garage door, and rev my engine on light.
I cannot listen to Motley Crue's Home Sweet Home without thinking of Rob Corddry trying to kill himself at the beginning of Hot Tub Time.
It is amazing.
It's great.
And wasn't he in The Dirt too? He had like a bit piece in The Dirt.
Rob Corddry?
I think he had like a dumb little piece in The Dirt because of that. I think
what?
It was like a passing role, a line in those.
Don't leave your girlfriend alone with Motley Crue.
What?
Don't leave your girlfriend alone with Motley Crue.
Yeah, no. What?
They'll fuck her.
No, yeah.
No, that's a line from.
I know, but how did anybody not see that coming?
It was before they were big. He was just a lonely old Pete Davidson making them
was
big.
Always packing heat. There was at no point in Tommy Lee's life where he was not packing just absolute heat. And there's a bit I'm working on right now where I say a short guy who's just packing a whopper of a cock has to be a curse because he never gets to use it. If you're like 3'6", it doesn't matter if you've got a 12-inch dick.
I mean, that's not a short guy. That's a dwarf. That's a different thing. That's
well, yeah. So it's got to be. You can't be a dwarf
Tom Cruise
because there's
is short.
a type.
You would not describe Peter Dinklage as short. That's giving the wrong impression.
If you're 4'8", and you just got a massive cock, you're fucked.
I don't know. I think
maybe 5 foot flat.
At a certain point, you just got to take the dick out.
Yeah.
Just be like, look.
I know 90% of the places I do this is to crime, but you're gonna have to trust me on this.
No, honestly, they are still fucked. They go, it only looks that big because you're so small.
No, everybody thinks it. Like, I measured. It's like 12 inches. But they're like, it just looks giant.
Feeling is believing. And then they're like, gross, man. He's like, what do you want from me?
I'm just trying to get a nut, man. Yeah, you little squirrel.
you little chipmunk? I bet you do.
You're so cute. Puts him up on a shelf.
And then he's like, finally,
down
my
just
cake.
To open the fridge.
It's a pain in the ass because when you sit him on the fridge, because when you open it, his dick flops up and back down, and that's fine. But when you close it, you got to pick his dick up yourself and then close the door, and if you got a bunch of beers in your hand, it's a fucking nightmare.
And if you got to open the freezer, just forget about it.
Why did I ever buy this human ornament, which is a small man with a giant cock? That fucking infomercial got me. There's got to be a better way. Yeah, not having a cock man on your fridge.
Just for 3 payments of $39.99, you can have a dwarf with a giant cock sitting on top of your fridge, your fireplace, your stove, your bedside table.
A world where slavery is legal, but only for weird shit. You can't use it to make money.
Absolutely not.
You can
Which
use
is
it to
what
have,
statesmen started against, actually, is what they were like, we're sick of these slaves doing cockamamie,
goofy shit.
BDSM work.
I want them to go back to making us money, supporting our feudal architecture of our economy.
Oh, yeah, the statesmen definitely started. It's like, we're the best at slave patrol, but now we just keep Mexicans out. That's what we... Like, literally Channing Tatum...
Oh, you mean literally the fucking Border Patrol?
Yeah, no, Channing Tatum, after that day and before that day, all he ever did was like, oh, going back to Tijuana. Stop it at the source. Literally was the only thing he ever did.
They were making that movie and someone said, like, you need to hire Pedro Pascal. Otherwise, there is no way this place isn't about killing brown people.
Who did they have as...
Pedro Pascal.
But who was Pedro Pascal in the movie?
The guy that looked like Pedro Pascal. You know who that is, right?
No.
I know you don't.
You're a bad man.
He was...
yeah, who did he...
He was...
he was the guy who tried to fuck just by walking up and being like, you want to fuck?
You want to fuck my old cowboy penis? And she was like, nah, bro.
Yeah.
And then Taron Egerton had to do it instead.
Yeah.
And his princess wife got mad.
Rightfully so.
He had to do it to save the world.
Yeah. You know what happens when you save the world, right?
You get to do anal.
Uh-huh. Which is great motivation, honestly.
That's not a great idea because now he's incentivized to put the world in danger.
He's like, we've got a coup building in Bolivia.
Let it go for a while.
Let's
Let
wait.
him get nukes.
Yeah, let's wait till this starts getting world-endy. You can't keep playing this by the seat of your pants. I'm playing it by the seat of her pants.
Zinga. Why'd you just high-five yourself, Eggsy? No one else wants to high-five me about me doing
because
anal with
my
princess.
hand's covered in shit. Nobody wants that.
Well, then you're doing it wrong.
She doesn't clean up beforehand because it happens so often.
You gotta stop leaving nukes around and then defusing them at the last second.
You save the world far too often, dude. Literally,
what if that's got to be so much of a pain in the ass, huh? If someone else saves the world and he's like, these chances don't come around a lot.
Dude, you gotta... I know I was out of town, but you gotta let me know about
Call
these
me, okay?
I'm never that busy. That busy.
Okay, but my wife never does anal, okay? So, so you don't have a chance, but I do, okay? So just... work with me on this.
For the both of us. Let's just get our wives to hang out, and mine will slowly talk yours into it. I guarantee she's a fucking
what if my wife talks yours out of it?
No, she's fucking insane.
It's gonna backfire. They're gonna peg each other or something,
dude,
and we're gonna.
She pretends to be a dog all the time.
My wife makes me pretend to be a dog. So once again,
around.
This is gonna.
You might get
just
fucked in
gonna
the ass. Actually, come to think of it,
I don't even think it's gonna be that. We're just gonna get left. They're just gonna fuck each other.
Okay, that's still...
Okay, let's defuse the bomb and then we can finish this conversation.
I'm still okay with it. This seems like...
You can defuse the bomb if you want, but can we do it now and then finish talking about our wives' asses later?
What do we got, 5 seconds? Oh, we're fucked. That's not enough time.
Oh, shit.
We talk... All right, well, bye.
Oh, shit. Good working with you. Not, you fucking freak.
Just we'll get our wives together. They'll talk. I'm watching the Invincible thing, and there's like
it's the one where the guy from Whiplash beats his son to death as a superhero.
Oh, dude, Whiplash was such a good movie. And he can't. The name of the character is Invincible. He cannot be beaten to death. He is. That's not a thing.
But it's his dad.
Yeah, his dad is the only one who stands a chance. But he's like they're both Superman, essentially. So he's young Superman, and he's old Superman. So it's like...
It's my rap name.
So it's like, even if he like went to town on him, the dude's still going to be like... It's just like if your dad beat you up now. So it's like, chances are he's not going to kill you.
No, it's just going to, you're just going to get beaten up.
You're just going to get your shit kicked in. And even if he is trying to kill you, 9 times out of 10, he doesn't have the balls. And, like, the benefit your dad has, if he's trying to kill you, he can use, like, a weapon. Weapons don't work against him. So he's got to do it with just his fists.
Well, my dad's got also the mental thing of, like, he's trying for 10 years to keep me from doing it. He's not going to waste that by killing me himself.
Keep you from beating him to death?
No, from killing myself.
That'd be funnier. Your dad, for 10 years, every time you crossed him in the hallway, you were squaring up.
This
is the last time.
Get that crowbar out of here, man. What the fuck?
This is the last time, old man, you bumped my shoulder.
I know you put poison in in it. That's why you made me breakfast, okay? I'm going to go make my own breakfast.
Fucking stupid.
Fucking God
I
damn
eat
it.
at Dunkin' Donuts. I'm not.
I swear to God, if I were going to kill my dad, I'd do a better job of you, and I'm fucking disappointed in my bloodline. If I wanted to kill my dad,
If I was
okay,
you,
would've done
I'd
it. And
be
you?
dead by now. Okay?
If I was you, I'd be dead by now. If you were from where I was from, you'd be dead.
Keep this shit up. That is how Italians talk normally. That's every Italian.
Well, I was doing the scout from Team Fortress, who may or may not be Italian.
Probably.
He's just a New York guy, which is Italian.
Did he beat his wife and like pasta fagioli? Because then he's Italian.
I don't know. He did have
Tony
a baseball
Soprano.
bat.
Never beat his wife. Got a little rough with her a few times. Never beat her.
Well, he's got to
Good
be the
man.
protagonist.
Yeah, but I mean, look, if anybody's gonna beat his wife, the first person that comes to mind is fucking Tony Soprano.
Well, yeah, but you can't have a show about a guy that beats his wife and cheer for him. And you're supposed to a little bit cheer for Tony.
Yeah. In the later seasons when they were like, yeah, Tony's a sociopath. Where that's what they were like. They were trying to hammer that home. It's like, no, he's a sociopath.
Because too many people thought that the point of the show was that Tony is cool.
Yeah, no, that's still the point of the show. But yeah, they were literally like doing more and more scenes where the doctor is talking to her doctor and being like, yeah, this is a sociopath. You're talking about a sociopath. He does crimes and then he justifies them anyway. I'm like, I don't think he's the sociopath. I think that he just grew up in the mob.
Well, he's a criminal. Of course
Yeah, and he's a criminal. And honestly,
I haven't seen it, but I'm pretty sure Tony Soprano doesn't like it when bad things happen to people.
no, yeah, that's why he has the panic attacks.
He's got to pay for the pasta fagioli.
Yeah,
Well, how else do you? The gabagool bills are not cheap. You got to do mob shit for him.
I like Tony Soprano better than most cops. 100%.
Yeah.
Hands down, no contest. Most SWAT team members, not most people in the military, because they're usually tricked there.
Usually they're tricked, or it's like, I mean, if you ever
Or
see,
you don't have an option. Like
Yeah.
if you grew up in Mississippi and you joined the military, I'm like, yeah, what the fuck
Yeah.
else could you do?
That's why the military lobbies against free college, because if you can get an education without killing/dying for the empire,
Yeah.
no one will do it.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
We're
we
the
don't need a
storm-
draft. We just need crippling, miserable poverty.
Yeah, we're stormtroopers, except after they stopped cloning.
Yeah,
You know?
we just guys.
We have a million more
Just
on
guys
the way.
that don't want to be, but they have to. You know, there's something called mutiny.
And they say that it's like, oh, it's so bad, but only if it doesn't work.
Right.
That's when it's bad.
If it works, then it's called the revolution.
Revolution.
And it's
Well, the problem is getting the military on the side of the people, because unfortunately the military is on the side of the people who stormed the Capitol. And it's like, oh, God fucking damn it. Oh, God damn it.
we really got to work on.
We would absolutely get fucking washed in a civil war. The North with the South, if they do it round two, we're fucked, dude.
Well,
It's
we
no
we
contest.
wouldn't be, because the military is still like, there's liberals in it, and the apparatus of the military is run by educated people who are liberals.
But the vast majority of the whole thing.
But the soldiers are all blue collar, but a lot. I don't know. I'm not a fucking soldier scientist.
Yeah, but
it depends on whether they're going to be like, actually fuck you, or whether they're going to be like, my
Yeah.
honor as a soldier demands that I stand with my nation even when it is wrong.
I don't think it's going to be a 50-50 split. I think it's going to be 80% of the soldiers go to the South. And
I mean, it's not going to be a north-south thing, first of all.
I mean, vaguely.
No, it's urban-rural.
Oh.
I mean, do you think anybody in rural Michigan cares about anybody in Atlanta?
No.
Right. It's not going to be a war with France. I mean, first of all, the war is not going to happen, because it's just going to be like this, but worse forever. But
Just progressively worse.
I don't know. It's
When I wake up.
well, I know I'm going to be. It's going to be way worse than yesterday.
And I would kill 500 poor people, and I would kill 500 more. And
Just
then
to
I
be
would kill
respected.
500 more, and then I just keep killing multiples of 500. Da, da, da.
I don't. At this point, I don't even kill them in multiples of 500. I just count it like that for the song. But I mean, if I'll do 750 one day and 250 the next, It's,
Yeah, no, I can't. It's just so taxing to try to keep it.
They
Just a guy exhausted about like the number of people.
They all run. They all run.
They're
I don't know
so
why
hard
they
to
didn't see the
get.
last 499. They all run.
They just, I don't know. Like, you can't run from an M40, dude. You just fucking can't. It's just armor-piercing rounds. Does not matter what you're holding.
Remember in Crash,
Bandicoot?
The movie was going to make you... You know what? Let's talk about Crash Bandicoot instead. Whoa! Good games.
Wow. Whoa. Great.
Remember when there was a Lady Bandicoot?
No.
There was a Lady Bandicoot. I think I never played those games.
There was a Lady Spyro. There were many dragons.
There was a Lady Spyro?
There was many dragons.
Well, I mean, there were girl dragons, but was there a girl Spyro?
That's what I meant.
Okay. Because Spyro is a particular stunted purple dragon.
Stunted. He can fly, kind of.
He had to go through. He had to go through those special spires, though, to fly normal, or learn from the cheetah how to glide, because that makes sense.
Totally.
Remember when there was a bear who was a banker, and now I want to play Spyro and kill him. Is there a version of Spyro where you can expropriate Moneybags?
His name is Moneybags.
No, his name is Moneybags, and I want to expropriate from Moneybags the moneybags that he has.
And is he like a J.K. Rowling level?
He's just a bear.
Okay.
I think they were self-consciously like, what animal will they not think we're doing a Jewish thing? What animal is the least Jewish?
No, because they're the same as us. They want to make fun of bankers, but every time you do, people are like, you're making fun of Jews. And I'm like, that's kind of your fault. That's kind of your problem.
Well, I mean, the people who do want to make fun of Jews will say bankers and then wink at each other. Yeah. So you have to be like, what do you...
The fact that we say the opposite of what we mean 99% of the time on the podcast, and then
occasionally
really
become very serious.
But change our inflection 0%.
Right.
Does make us very hard to follow.
Right, but it does allow me to say things like, violence is good, you should harm members of the state. Is that one of the things I believe? Is it one of them that I don't? You may be able to find it out if you know me or you listen to the podcast a lot, but it won't hold up in court. Because guess what else? Guess what else? I think... Why can't I think of something that I don't believe? Why is that so hard for me to say?
That fluoride's turning the frogs gay?
Fluoride's turning the frogs gay, okay? See, I believe that too. And see, I can't go to jail. I have diplomatic immunity, okay?
Mermaids are real, but there's just one of them left, and he's very lonely. It's like,
he will fuck you.
Oh, yeah. He's like a dolphin. He's just fucking...
No, I was going to say he was lonely, so even if he doesn't want to, he's like, well, I'll take any connection I can get.
He's got a six-pack. He literally swims 24/7.
Of Molson's.
You know how... What?
It's a beer. Canadian beer. He's a Canadian mermaid. Lives on the Labrador coast.
You know how ripped the most famous swimmer in the world is?
Michael Phelps?
Thank you. You know how ripped Michael Phelps is because he swims like a lot every day? This guy swims 24/7.
It's like blow.
Shredded boy. His dick has abs. It's fucked up.
Ew. That's a problem.
From fucking so much. It's ribbed for her pleasure. Oh, and he is normal on top and bottom, by the way. He just has
this
gills.
Guy, then? He just has gills.
Yeah.
I think that's just a guy with gills. That's not a merman. That's not a merman. It's just a guy with gills. The merfolk have to have fish bits.
He's got webbed fingers and toes. So he's like more like a frog man.
He got turned gay.
By the floor of the water.
I'd say full circle, but it's more of a spiral drawn by a schizophrenic man.
So a square.
No, I mean spiral drawn by a schizophrenic man, which is a graph of the universe.
Oh, that's actually very intelligent. Because it's all accurate.
Well, it is. I am serious about it.
It's more accurate than the pictures the Hubble telescope took.
Yeah.
Which is...
I mean, reality is an illusion that we create for ourselves, and the vision between one person and another is an illusion.
If you have 1,000...
Kill your boss.
If you have 1,000 schizophrenics drawing 1,000 spirals and 1,000
At one
pieces
point,
of
one of them will look like a typewriter.
One of them will perfectly draw a map of the universe better than the Hubble telescope.
I submit if you have one schizophrenic doing it, then it would
get it the first time.
Yeah. Insane people or people on drugs or both.
And really, the fucked up thing about...
It's not ghosts. They're just smart.
The fucked up thing about insanity is that we're just insane. They're insane in the way we perceive reality. In their reality, they're perfectly normal. And
right,
we're
and
all
this
weird.
Works because a lot of people think it.
Yeah. No.
But it's all...
We all have a common understanding of how we perceive the universe. But maybe they just have the world's best understanding of the universe if you were a cheetah. Or or something like that.
This meshes very well with the lazy Buddhism I've been cultivating in my life.
Which is just fuck it all.
Fuck it all, go with the flow. But stuff does matter, but
Don't ruin your day about it or nothing.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, you don't have to do anything at the end of the day.
Yeah, that's low-level depression. That's what you have housewife depression.
I don't think no.
That's
I
what
think
it is.
no. I think this is going well. It goes,
It's contentedness.
which it's similar to depression, by the way.
Being content.
In both cases, you don't really care if you go outside.
Yeah.
Well, no.
But in one of them, you're okay with it. And in the other, you think you're a piece of shit because of it.
Yeah, and the reason that both of them seem like a disorder is because we define disorders as an inability to be productive in a capitalist economy. Which that's fucked up, huh?
Mm-hmm.
You know, they should just let people like me sit in a room doing a Gilbert Godfrey voice until I come up with something funny, and then I tell people, and you feed me, you know, and that's how I survive.
You're chosen for the art room. What's
I
the art room?
I shouldn't have to have a job. That's what I'm saying. Other people should, not me.
It's a bold call. I don't know. I just want to be able to make a living doing comedy, and that's fucking impossible because of oversaturation in the market.
Yeah, because everybody thinks they can do it.
Everybody thinks they're a comic. I've been being a good capitalisty pig recently by focusing way more on
That was just me breathing. Go ahead.
production of comedy than actually being a funny person, which is bad.
Probably bad for the soul. It's probably
very, very bad.
your soul probably looks like spider webs now.
Yeah, well, I got a lot of stuff in that's getting off the ground right now. Once it's up and running, then I can just be like, all right, well, I've instituted people in places to deal with these things, so I just need to take an administrative role. So I need to just check in.
Your soul is definitely spider webs.
Well, no, I'm giving comics mics. So I'm like, hey, dude, somebody offered me an open mic.
You're creating jobs.
I don't need an open mic because I have too many. Take this open mic, you're good. Or I was given this show. Take this show, you're good. So I've been doing that.
That is good because you're not owning anything.
Exactly.
That's good. That's good. That's not capitalism. That's just management, which is good.
Yeah. And in exchange, I help them market. I help them promote. I put it up on my website. I book myself and people who I think are very funny on it every once in a while, and then take some of the money, but they keep like 80% of it. So.
And then I show up and make everyone mad.
You do a 3-minute set on a 15-minute show. Like, Kellen, you got 12 more minutes. Nope.
No, I do not.
Somebody has 12 more minutes. It's not me.
Because y'all been telling me to go up, and these are my terms. I'm just as happy to sit and drink my beer.
Yeah.
I am not welcome in green rooms. They don't like me.
What do you mean?
When I'm in green rooms, comics are annoyed with me.
You're a comic, though. When we were in the green room of the podcast, it was perfect. It was just me and you.
That's... Then I go into other ones, and I'm trying to joke around with them, and they're like, you're not a comic. And I'm like, yeah, but I'm funny, and you would think I was a comic if you didn't know.
You're a dick. I'm still a person. Okay.
That was one of my second favorite compliment. My first one is you're like a more approachable Alex Jones. That will always be close to my heart. But my other one was, wait, you're not going up? You talk like a comedian. Probably shouldn't have taken that as a compliment.
Take it like a schizophrenic compliment.
I'm going to take it like a schizophrenic, as in refuse to take it because I don't know.
What are you saying?
Want my highs to be high and my lows to be low.
Thank you very much.
See him doing a pretty good schizophrenic, I think. I don't know what schizophrenia is.
Let's find out. Hits you with a tack hammer.
I don't think you know what schizophrenia is. You got to hit me with a bigger hammer. I assume tack hammers are smaller.
It says schizophrenia on the side of it.
Oh, well, that'll do it.
Yeah. Looney Tunes rules, baby.
Everything's Looney Tunes rules.
Yeah, life, baby. Especially if you say baby afterwards.
Baby.
Looney Tunes rules, baby.
All right, gentlemen, we're doing this by Looney Tunes rules, baby. First one to drop an anvil on the other wins. The only way to get around this is to draw a picture of a hot type of whatever your opponent is on the wall.
Or hold up an umbrella when they drop the anvil.
Or just refuse to realize that you've run off the cliff, and then you won't fall.
And then you can just walk right back to safety.
And then do an unfortunate portrayal of a minority.
Oh, yeah. Slowpoke Rodriguez.
Yeah.
It's so funny that I forgot Speedy Gonzalez.
I swear to fucking God, I didn't know Slowpoke Rodriguez was a character. I thought that you had somehow
Just
sent
had a
sent Speedy Gonzalez through the terrible twists and turns of your psyche, and it had spit out. I think he's named Slowpoke Rodriguez.
No, his sidekick was Slowpoke Rodriguez, and it was racist.
I mean, Speedy Gonzalez is fairly racist.
Also racist.
Because he's like, fast and Mexican are his character traits.
Yeah. I like that everybody was mad.
And French and a rapist were pepping the pews.
I like that everybody was mad. What? No more rape, skunk? What's this country coming to? We're so soft that you can't show kids rape skunks.
You set my soul on fire, and I have set your car on fire.
It's like,
so you cannot get away.
Don't get rid of Looney Tunes. Just toss that dude his TVMA. Fuck it.
Yeah, make it TVMA. Or do Looney Tunes like aesthetic, but for us, like still have people running off a cliff, then realize it, then fall.
And
but then the sketch you cut to next isn't like a guy that's like, "Ooh-wee, I sure do love picking cotton," or something like that.
Yeah, something horribly racist. Ooh-wee, I sure am Chinese. Well, they're really just doing the one. And, ooh-wee, boy, am I a Russian. I don't know.
Ooh-wee, Rick, I hope Mr. Poopy Butthole isn't that was a bad Mr. Poopy Butthole. I'm gonna own up to that.
I apologize to all our Rick and Morty fans.
Unacceptable! That was kind of Lemon Grab.
Oh, I remember Adventure Time. It was good for the first few seasons.
Oh! I just like Lemon Grab.
Yeah, he's fun. He does grow on you.
Low vibes, folks. Vibe tank is low. Potential spam from Atlanta, Georgia.
Don't mind if I do. Oh, you should have answered it and put him on speaker.
Oh, we could do that. Hello? Well, what the fuck am I going to do about my car's extended warranty?
Did they just hang up on you?
Yeah.
That's some bullshit.
That may not have been spam. That may just be an asshole.
Oh, this guy? Never mind. I can hear your voice, and I don't want to talk to you.
I'm very insulted by the robocalls that pretend not to be robots.
Yeah. They're like, hey, how's it going, man?
It's like, okay, I know.
That's nice. Yeah, well, anyways.
It's training me to be mad at that. So when robots are like learning to be human, I'm going to be mean to them, and then they're going to remember that and kill me later.
Well, anyways, I'm calling from literally.
Did you not hear anything that I just said?
No, what I'm saying is I'm calling from literally have had this conversation.
What I'm saying is I don't want an extended warranty on my vehicle.
Well, the problem that I have with the robot callers that are trying not to be robot callers is I'm getting 2 or 3 lines in before I realize it. They're getting smarter because it used to be I know immediately. No, but now I'm like, I'll respond once, and then they'll not quite respond.
Won't be quite right.
And I'll be like, okay, never mind. Hanging up.
Google has a thing where you can tell Google to call a place and make an appointment for you.
What?
And it kind of works. Like you can say, like, I need an appointment between 10 and noon at this haircut place. And then Google will call and be like, do you have an appointment at 10:15? Oh, that's okay. How about 10:45? And I assume the people that answer those phone calls are just like, whatever. I don't.
What is happening right now? That is awesome and scary and weird.
Yeah, I mean,
because you have to answer and it sucks already dealing with a robot customer service when you call customer service. Imagine that robot calling your work, and then your job is to deal with that robot.
That's what's fucked up about it.
We don't have any appointments from 10 to noon. Okay, do you have an appointment at 10:45? We don't have any appointments from 10 to noon. How about 11:15? We don't have any appointments. From 10. Can I be mean to the robot? Oh, yeah, say whatever you want. Fuck you, you cocksucking fag.
How about 11:35?
Yes,
you can suck my cock at that time. That would be fine.
Appointment confirmed. Thank you. God damn it.
No! No, what's fucked up about it is that, like, you get to get a servant with Google Home, but then someone else, like, has to talk to it.
Has to deal with your robot service.
We're just...
We're shit-covered bastards.
I keep listening to a stream from a guy who very accurately describes, like, Marxist Buddhism, almost, and it makes sense, and then I try and describe it to other people, and I've forgotten too much, or I wasn't listening, and I'm like, he had it, though, and he was talking about you a little bit, and I think if you listen to it, it would be beneficial, and everyone's like, no.
Yeah, I won't do that.
Not going to listen to the first half of that before it gets to the part that is relevant.
It's like, listen, you really got to put in about a few hours before you get into these guys. I'm like, that sounds awful.
Well, it's one of the Chapo guys, and then he just does streams where he answers Twitch questions and goes into stuff like, you have to get on the internet because the internet's not real, basically. You have to do real stuff, and we've stopped believing in so many things. Even people who believe in God don't really believe in God. All we believe in is the self, and we can't go backward. We got to gas it and go forward and believe in nothing. We got to stop believing in ourselves and believe in other stuff. And I'm like, yeah. And then I explain it like that to someone, and they're like, what the fuck?
Who hurt you? Are you in a cult now?
Well, you know how every once in a while Kylie will say something, and I'll be like, wait a minute, that's exactly what I believe too. This may be my
crazy hippie lady.
I'm sure Kylie has some podcast or YouTube channel of a woman who wears like granola for panties and is like, put a crystal in your boyfriend's ass and then he will get a cat.
Is that why there's a crystal in my ass right now?
I don't know what she wanted. I don't know if it was a cat.
By the way, on that, because I'm getting her a crystal butt plug for her birthday.
Most of them have crystals on the back.
Crystal butt plug. It's just a ring pop.
Oh, God. That's problematic.
Gross. All right. I think
Crystal butt plug is my favorite Premier League team.
I think we end on ring pop butt plug and name that the episode, honestly.
Whatever you're doing, if a ring pop butt plug gets involved, it's over, including this podcast.
Yeah, I think we name this episode ring pop butt plug.
All right, ring pop butt plug. Delicious.
We have a live show the 26th of June at 7 p.m. at the Lincoln Lodge. Come on out. We're the dirtiest podcast in the fucking world. So if you're going to invite your friends, tell them that. It is a live podcast.
We're going to do a live one where we don't put candy in asses.
Yeah. But if you're going to invite your friends out, tell them it is a live podcast. It is an hour and 15 minutes, and it is dirty as a motherfucker.
But they can yell at us.
Yep, and we'll throw some food at you, likely Lunchables, if we can get our hands on some.
If I remember to buy Lunchables.
Yes. That's
if you live in New York.
Podcast studio at the Lincoln Lodge. Oh, if you live in New York.
What date is that?
June 11th to the 17th, we're going to be there. June 16th is the podcast, live podcast.
There you go, folks.
If you live in New York, come on out June 16th. I emailed Cubtown, and they have not responded. Shockingly.
I don't think that they will.
I don't either.
I don't think they'll want to listen. They want to hang out with a listener and someone who knows them through Chapo.
And also people who do their podcast, but without the depression.
Yeah. Except today. We were come down today.
No, it's just slow. It wasn't even. But they're slow is Nick Mullen contemplating suicide. And both of us were just like, I'm just kind of tired.
Just tired, yeah.
An off day for them is you have to call the suicide hotline for Nick. An off day for us is just like,
your laundry's boring today.
I'd like a nap.
Oh, God. I can't do a full day of not cool work and then come here.
Yeah. linktr.ee/it's just bits. We're about to start Hot Boy Summer soon. So put that in your calendar.
There's going to be a shirt for it, folks.
We're going to, because I'm free every day, daytime, from when I wake up till 6 p.m. So we have plenty of time to do podcasts. And
he told me he wasn't sure if we could record today because between 4 and 5 he had to get ready for the day.
Yeah, because that's when I shower at 5 p.m. now.
1 week, baby.
I'm a monster. All right, bye, folks.
Buy our stuff.
Oh, yeah, buy our stuff. Subscribe to our Patreon. Like us and comments on our iTunes.
Offer, yes. If you put anything in an iTunes review to plug it, we'll watch it and also plug it as long as you give us 5 stars. If you give us 1 star, we'll kill your parents.
Yep. Bye.